Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Christelle. I actually started this YouTube channel a couple of years ago, and it was going to be about documenting my journey as a raw vegan. So I thought raw veganism was going to be the answer for me, the thing that helped me get out of my health issues and get my life back on track, sort out my weight issues, and just be this wonderful thing that solved all my problems. But it didn't. I could do maybe 10 days at a time, and then I would relapse and eat all the junk food again, and it kept going on and on and on for probably about almost a year. I kept at it, trying to get it right, and I hated myself. I really thought, what kind of human person am I if I can't even stick to this thing? I mean, I wanted it so badly. I wanted to change so badly. I hated my life. I hated being fat. I hated the way I felt. I hated feeling like I couldn't get off this junk food. And I really believed that I just was a person who had no willpower. I couldn't do it. I was a failure. I was a loser at life, and I was destined to be this person that just was going to be fat and depressed the rest of my life. Then at the end of that year, I sort of gave up on the raw thing, and I thought, there's got to be something else that's going on here. And I Googled, or on YouTube, I looked up food addiction, and I'm so grateful to have found Chef AJ, Dr. Doug Lisle, and Dr. Alan Goldham. And those three people have changed my life in the last year more than they'll ever know. So Chef AJ, I've got her book here. She wrote The Secret to Ultimate Weight Loss. She has a group as well, and I joined that group at the end of last year. And her program focuses on overcoming food addiction. And then Alan Goldhammer and Dr. Doug Lisle wrote The Pleasure Trap. Both of these books and the concepts in them have completely changed the way that I look at what I'm dealing with. And instead of hating on myself, thinking that I don't have willpower, I finally realized what's going on it's a biochemical level, really. It's a dopamine issue. Why people suffer from food addiction. And there's a little part in this book. I'll read it to you. It's just like a little, here we go. 10 questions to ask yourself, like to see if you've got food addiction. So, do you absolutely have to consume it daily, or perhaps even several times a day? Yes. There are so many things that could be true for, and a lot of it for me was like sugar and fat combos. So chips, French fries, cakes, chocolate bars, and coffee. I was really addicted to coffee as well, up until about a week ago. Do you feel bad if you're unable to get your fix? Yes. Do you think about it often and can't wait until you're able to consume it again, even if you've just had it? Yes. I would eat something, and while I was eating it, I was thinking about where I could get the next treat. So, yeah. 4, is it difficult for you to moderate your use of it? Completely. I could never just buy a bar of chocolate and have a couple of squares and leave the rest till tomorrow, or leave the rest for another week, or even have anything that was like that in the house. Any junk food at all I couldn't have in the house because I would eat it. Do you often consume it more? Okay, do you often consume more of it than you intended to? Yes, that's sort of like the question before. There's no way that I could ever say, oh, I'm just going to buy this packet and I'm going to have one bowl of chips and then I'm going to put the rest away. There's no way. I would eat the whole lot. Do you often feel shame or regret after consuming it? Yeah, 100%. Do you have physical or emotional withdrawal symptoms when you try to abstain from it? Yes, it's physical and emotional. The emotional side's pretty much actually worse than the physical side. Like the physical withdrawals, coffee, you get the headaches, but with the food, it's not really that bad. But emotionally, it's a roller coaster, really, and an internal fight. It's a battle. 8, is it difficult for you to get through even a single day without consuming your substance, or this substance? Yes, and there's not just one substance, there's a few. Does abstaining from it result in any physical or emotional discomfort? Yep, we've talked about that, definitely. Does the mere thought of abstaining from it bring you strong emotions such as anxiety, sadness, anger, or grief? All of the above. So what we're dealing with is something that is not easy to overcome, but it can be done because Chef AJ has helped thousands of people get through this. And being in a group, I've seen all the success stories and just amazing stories of people regaining control of their life. I mean, this disease has consumed my mind. I have lost so much time when I could be doing other things, just thinking about food and like constantly playing these mind games about what I'm going to eat, what I'm not going to eat. And last year, when I joined her group, I managed to do 3 weeks in a row abstinence. She teaches an abstinence-based program where you have to get rid of all of those sugar foods. I'll talk about that in another video. But I did 3 weeks of that, and I got to the point where healthy, plain food tasted amazing. I felt like I had like a calm, stable brain. Everything was going right. And then I had some alcohol on New Year's, and the alcohol triggered food cravings, insatiable food cravings. And I thought, well, I'll just give in to one little thing. And the next day, while we were driving home from where we had been that night, we stopped off and had something to eat, and I had a coffee and I had food. And since then, it's been just basically spiraling out of control. So relapse and abstinence, well, you need to be abstinent, because if you're not abstinent, if you're a food addict, you will relapse. Now, there is a continuum for food addiction, and I'm pretty sure that I'm on the pretty severe end of food addiction. So I can't mess around with this. I can't do, oh, have a cheat day here and a cheat day there. I have to be completely abstinent, and I am finally coming to terms with the fact that that's just how it's going to have to be for me. And I would rather have a calm, stable brain and enjoy my food than try and sneak in little bits of junk food here and there. It's just not going to work for me. So my channel's really going to be about my recovery from food addiction. I'm also really interested in the psychology behind food addiction and why people get stuck in the pleasure trap. When I was doing the raw food for a year, I really focused a lot on self-healing, because I thought it was all about me, like me as a person. Like I was a terrible, messed up person that I couldn't help myself. So I did like spiritual healing. I went to counselors. I had so many different expensive therapies to try and heal myself, and I did like all the, you know, the affirmations and everything. And I got to a place where I thought, you know what, I'm happy. There's nothing else. I've worked through all of my mental issues and past traumas and things like that, and yet I was still having this problem. So when I found out about the food addiction part of it, it really made it something that I could actually tackle, and took away the personalization from that fact that I couldn't stick to my plan. So if you'd like to follow my journey, subscribe to my channel, and I will just be maybe even reviewing Chef AJ's book and the pleasure trap and things like that, talking about all these things that come up as well. And if anyone out there is going through what I'm going through, let's just like chat and stuff and like go through our ups and downs together. That would be really good. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Bye.